Good morning, Odysseyers. Mike Martins here. We are plagued with absolute cold here in the northwest of Canada. Well, sorry, in the southwest interior of British Columbia, Canada. Let me be a bit more specific. That 2.5, 3 hours east of Vancouver, northeast of Vancouver. And let me come out here and show you guys. It is a block of ice. I got my van here. Hopefully it starts later. It is like minus 25, minus 30. It has been extremely cold. You could feel it in the air. It is extremely cold for the last week now. I've been burning a lot of firewood to keep up with the house. So the heater doesn't overload. You know what I'm saying? But luckily I got a new heater in the house put in last year. Thank God, to keep up with the amount of cold that's out there. It is so cold that anything you touch outside of a metal aluminum surface, your fingers will stick to it within seconds. I just walked a block down to the bank. 1 block. Just took a walk down to the bank, and my neck was starting to hurt, everything, my face, and I had this closed up, this closed over my face with a mask. I even put a mask on just to purposely keep my try and keep as hot as possible with a underlying thermal heat shirt. It is friggin' freezing up here. Now, why am I making this video? Everybody knows it's cold in Canada. Well, it's how they're starting to word things that's starting to make a difference now, and how they would go in the future, how they've been using words as weapons against us, and inventing words and renegotiating words as they go along to keep whatever this BS thing that's going on. The whole Kobe thing is going to fall off. They're going to have to, no one's buying it anymore. So what they're going to have to do is change to it's now called Climate Change Canada. Environment and Climate Change Canada. We know that climate changes. We understand that climate changes. But they're making it into something. Exactly. They're making it into something more than it should be. Why? Well, they're going to have to start tying or pegging these uptick in heart attacks, birth defects, stillbirths, and everything is being pinned on climate change. No one's actually talking about what's really. Link below to the Mike of the Nights Tonight episode, episode 408. We're just going to go wide open and talk about what's going on. And we'll get a few calls in if that's possible. So that's that right there. I wanted to make that very clear that they're using words, and you're going to see Climate Change Canada, Climate Change America, Camerica, climate change, all kinds of new words are going to be thrown out there, and institutions that are meant or to protect us and save us. But in the end, it's actually destroying us, because climate will change with or without us on this earth. So there it is, the weather right there. It is not as cold. This is degrees Celsius, by the way. So this is like minus 10 Fahrenheit. This is like really cold. So it's going to warm up next week. So this is what they're saying here. So BC weather extreme cold Arctic outflow warnings continue for most of the province. So this is what's happening here. Metro Vancouver weather forecast, wind chill could make it feel like minus 20 outside. That's in the city of Vancouver, where it supposedly never snows. Milder temperature forecast in Calgary this weekend. Cold weather misery for Edmontonians and Albertans remain in deep freeze a day ago. And there it is. There's the deep freeze there in Vancouver. Now, my question, or what I'm afraid of. Now, I'm going to tell you guys what I'm extremely afraid of. Electrical experiments. Electricity experiments. Because it doesn't take much for them to say, yeah, climate change. We need to save some more lives. Let's just turn the power off for 4 weeks and see how people cope with it. Luckily, I have wood to burn, so I've been burning some wood, keeping up with the heater in the house. But it doesn't take much for the governments to say, because you know how out of whack and out of tune these governments are. So out of tune that if they were to play a guitar, they wouldn't hit a chord. They wouldn't hit a chord right. So electrical experiments. Why don't we just turn the power off for 2 weeks? They're already doing testing rolling blackouts in Eastern and Western Europe in the middle of winter for 8 to 16 to 24 hours just to see, saving us from the climate change. To save us from global warming. Oh, what happened to the ozone layer protection act from 1982-83? I don't know what happened. That they walked that back, right? What about the methane protection movement act of 1880 something, where they wanted to find farmers for the methane? They were going to go by head of cattle and head of horse. I looked into it a bit further. For how many horses and cattle you have, they were going to fine you an X amount of carbon methane tax back in the 1880s. And doctors, I keep saying doctors, and farmers said, go to hell, right? So that's what's happening right now, guys. I'm worried about these electrical experiments that they might want to start experimenting with in the middle of winter to help ease the global warming. Right? This is to ease the global warming. Anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Are you experiencing blackout activity? And let me know if you are. I look forward to reading your comments in the comments below. Thank you.